Good morning. This is Pastor Mark Hendricks of Jasper Pentecostal Church. It's Wednesday, May 26th, and I'm up on Old Fort Point, just south of the Jasper town site. And over my shoulder you can see Jasper. And below it you can see the Athabasca River. And behind Jasper to the north is Pyramid Mountain, mostly covered in clouds this morning. And swinging eastward, you can see the Cullen Range. Also, the caps, the peaks are covered in clouds. There's the slope of Signal Mountain. Peak of Signal, and Takara Mountain behind it. And to the south, mostly cloudy, but you can see Mount Kirkesland, and Edith Cavell is down there also, but it's mostly covered in clouds. And swinging westward and closer by is Whistler's Mountain. There's the Athabasca Valley or river below. And there's Yellowhead Pass, the way to British Columbia, to the west. And there's the Jasper town site. Did you see the lunar eclipse early this morning? No, neither did I. Slept through it. According to Google, the brightest part, or the most visible part, was about 5 o'clock this morning, for Jasper anyways, and I'm sure I was sound asleep at 5 o'clock. But maybe we can catch the lunar eclipse later on today on YouTube or the news. Speaking of events that we don't want to miss, this Sunday I'm speaking from Revelation chapter 16 about Armageddon. Now that's an event that we want to be watching for and to certainly be ready for, because it comes just before the return of our Savior Jesus. I'm happy to say that I've been to Armageddon. Not the battle, but the biblical site. In my 2017 trip to the Holy Land, I stood on Mount Megiddo, or Tel Megiddo. It's a mound where the ancient city of Megiddo once stood, and there are multiple layers of Megiddo at that site, and so it's become a mound and called in the Bible Mount Megiddo. And Armageddon is the Greek form of Har Megiddo, or Mount Megiddo. And even though it's not very high, it's not even as high as Old Fort Point, but Har Megiddo stands over the Esdraelon Valley, or the Valley of Jezreel, that sweeps across the northern part of Israel. And you can see the whole valley there. And the Bible, Revelation, says that that is where the nations will someday gather to make war against Israel, the people of God. And so it's an important event, and the event that will immediately precede the coming of the Lord. And so it's an event that we ought to be watching for and be well prepared for. And in light of the recent events in Israel that have been taking place and the attacks against the state of Israel, we should return to the passage and hear it again, and be sure that we're watching and well prepared. So that's what I'm going to speak about this Sunday from Revelation chapter 16, Armageddon. Let me give you a panorama of the Athabasca Valley. You can see the plain of Jezreel in Israel from Tel Megiddo, much as you can see the Athabasca Valley from Old Fort Point. We'll see you this Sunday, friends.